Vocab, you're a blanking clown. And that word starts with an F. You're a blanking clown. And I would never do anything with Sarnetta ever. I would never do a show or interview or nothing because you put this demon on your platform. You know, this is what gives this guy power. The fact that you people give this guy, you put him on your platform, you go on his platform. Like the guy, the Gadite that went on the show, the last show that he did with the Gadite. The Gadite was like, who the F is him? Is he that we gotta, you know, try to convince that we're the people? You're nobody. You're nobody. But the only reason why you're relevant is because of people like this that put you on their form. So I'm gonna let you listen to this bullshit. This is what, 216. Okay, just listen up. Listen up. I was in the bed ready to go to sleep. I heard this because the brother Karate Zabar put this up. So I got pissed off. So listen up. It's not going to do precisely with history. And that's the reality we have to look at. The way that people write to it is a clumsy way of history. And it's really to prove their thesis. It's not going to deal precisely with history. Who are the descendants of Israel today? So we've won the one correlation. The idea that there's Ham and the pure Hamitic bloodline. Because I'm not saying you're saying that, but I feel like that's the way some people approach it. If you're looking at the children of Noah coming off the ark, and that's sort of the bottleneck that begins everybody else after that. Question you should ask them: the three sons of Noah, what color was Noah? Noah either had to be white or black or somewhere in between. So the answer to the post-Diluvian world, I can tell, right? There's all kinds of people going all kinds of places. This Ursa and moving and migration. We're talking about when exactly was the flood? You see what I'm saying? This could have been 6,000 years ago. We're talking about a long time. So in general, we might say that it's a general thing we see during the biblical times, the land that becomes called Africa is populated with the sons of Ham in general. But the idea that now there's a one-to-one correlation is it? We're talking about then, 6,000 years ago, 7,000, whatever. What color were the Hamites before they mingled their seed among other nations? And if that's the case, if everybody mingled their seed, you couldn't pick out a so-called white man from a black man, from a Chinese man, because we would all look kind of the same. A little Chinese, a little white, a little black. So that you couldn't distinguish. Look, I can see a so-called white man walking down the street. So all this nonsense of, the Hamites, they mingle their seeds, so we really don't know what they look like. That's bullshit, man. You go down to the Sudan, and these are the Egyptians or the people of Mizraim, right? I'm gonna show you that. All you got to do is go down to the Met on Fifth Avenue, around about 80, covers like 3 blocks, around about 85th Street. Can't miss it. But anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me put in sons of Ham, sons of Ham. Portray them as being black people. Let me do this.
Sons of Ham. Ham, according to the table of nations in the book of Genesis, Genesis 10, was the second son of Noah and the father of Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Ham descendants are interpreted by Flavius Josephus as and others as having populated Africa and adjoining parts of Asia. Let's click on Cush. Let's go to images of Cush. He's showing you this crap. Let's try Cushite. Okay, so I put in Cushite and went to images and look what you see. So-called black people. Ethiopians, Eritreans, which are Ethiopians. Look at this. All black people. This guy talk, oh no, there was so much mixing going on. Even the Edomite married among the Egyptians. They married Egyptian women. You talking about, hey, dad. Clearly, so-called black people, so-called black people. The Kingdom of Kush, Black History Month. See that? These are either light-skinned Hamites or Edomites. Okay, this is Saharan vibe, which she's the one, she looks like she's a white woman. She's a fucking white woman now. She got the white hair, she's real light skin, and she dreams about being a white woman. Look at that. She's trying her damnness to be a fucking white woman. Look at that. I'm almost a white woman. Trying to be a white woman. Maybe they mistake me for a white woman. Telling me she don't want to be a white woman. Okay, so let's go from here to this. Coming back. Come back again. Come back again. All right, we got let's deal with Canaan. Canaanites, that's a Canaanite. They call it Canaan, black people, so-called black people. Oh, but they did so much mixing, we don't know what they look like. Let's go to, let's come back. Let me see. Mizraim. They were not called. They were not calling themselves Mizraim, Egyptian. They were calling themselves Mitzrayim. Negro, Shemite, Hebrew Israelite, Ham. Now that's a Ham. This ain't no. If this guy come around talking about he want to join the camp, don't let him join the camp. That's a Hamite. The people in Egypt that control Egypt is Cush, Put, Cush, Mizraim, the Egyptians, Cush, Ethiopians, Put, Libyans. So what is this guy talking about? Ham. By the way, they all look similar. They all, the three sons of Noah, they all look similar. They all look like Ham. Let me show you something. You take a trip to Egypt to see the pyramids. You know you're gonna run into Arabs. They conquered the Hamites. That, don't ask me the exact year. As well, when you go on tours, it's an Arab that takes you on those tours, and you think that those are the actual descendants of the so-called Egyptians. I'm gonna show you what the actual genuine Egyptians are. They're south of Egypt. Sudan. Where's Sudan on the map? Let me pull this up. That's Sudan. This is Sudan. Esau, at one time, this was all Sudan. Esau came in and divide and conquer. Oh, this is South Sudan. At one time, it was all known as Sudan. Not too long ago. This is, I don't know, within the last 10 years or so, 15 years. Look what's north of Sudan, Egypt. These people can't figure out that they're the people up there. If they took a trip to New York and went to the Met, as soon as you go into the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, you make a right, and that's the Egyptian section. And they look just like Sudanese people. Why? Because those are our Sudanese people. So let me go to images. Okay, Sudan. Look at them, look at them. Okay, now hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. That motherfucker black. That's an Egyptian, a direct descendant of a Egyptian. He ain't got no white in him, no Moabite in him, no Ammonite, none of that. South Sudan, which is south of what? Egypt. These are the Egyptians, the people of Mizraim. Ain't no mistaking. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at they're black. Actually, they're dark brown. But you would say black. And this is long after the first century AD. So a Roman could look at an Egyptian and tell that, oh, that's an Egyptian because he was so black. I'm trying to get the tall ones, the super tall ones. Those are Egyptians. They're super tall, they're lanky, and they're black, meaning very dark brown, dark brown, dark brown. And they're all tall. The people of Sudan. These are the descendants of the original Egyptians, but they can't figure out that they should be up there in Egypt. Look how tall that guy is, Manute Bo. These were the people that David and Saul was fighting against, because they were fighting over the land, the plot of land. Look at how tall, look at how black they are. Look at how tall they are. And they've always been warriors. Goliath, the story of David and Goliath. Goliath was an Egyptian. He would be a Sudanese today. Look at that. This is today. This is now. Our generation. Oh, well, it was the first century, which is 2,000 years ago. Oh, they mixed it. You don't know. They could be white. They could look Chinese. Hey, shut the fuck up, vocab. This guy got somewhat of a mixture in him. And the Pharaoh's daughter took Moses in and said that the God, Ra gave me this baby. Do you really think she brought in a white baby? Do you think they would believe that? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Like, come on, brother. Sonetta, would you get with her? That's a true Hamite. She's a Hamite, or he's a Hamite. That's a motherfucking Hamite. A Hamite. You comedic dudes ain't looking for something that look like this. You get a white woman before you get her. This is why you shouldn't take this guy, Vocab Malone, seriously. He's a major joke. It's comic relief. And we got to go to these pictures, you know. Look at that. Look at that. They're all black. Oh, we don't know. They could be white. We don't. There, look, he's black. You know, dark brown. She's black. Black, blackety black, blackety black. Bring up, pull up again. You want to get with a true comedic queen? There she goes. Canaanite woman. A lot more pleasing to the eye. Canaanite woman. I'm sorry, not Canaanite woman, women of the Sudan. So some of them look all right. Look at them, all black. All black. And this is as of 2018. Oh, they mix. We don't know what they look like. Remember, we're talking about the first century AD. The reason why the captain asked Paul if he's in that Egyptian is because he was a man of color and he resembled an Egyptian, an African, a Hamite. The Israelites looked somewhat like Hamites, meaning they were dark brown. Okay, let me find this again. Got so many damn tabs open. I hope this is it. Okay, this is it. Okay, listen to this clown run his mouth. But it's guys like this that, you know, give this guy an audience, man.
It's crazy. I think, but when we look at that, I don't think there is this one-to-one correlation where I would say this is the sons of Ham, because the intermixing and stuff, even in the Bible,
there was no intermixing among the Sudan people. All right. I mean, you had some of them. If you look hard enough, you'll see some lighter skinned ones. But the hardcore, I'll use that terminology, of the Sudan people are black as tar, lanky, and super tall. When I say super tall, 7 foot, 7'5", 8 feet. Manute Bol, and I met him when he was in college, Stanford University. The dude, it looked freakish. This is how tall he was. It was a freak show. You go into that gymnasium, that's the first person you're gonna notice. The dude was what, 7'5", 7'7", almost 8 foot tall. Let's listen to some more.
is clearly present. Esau married Egyptian women.
You know why he said that? He wants to get that color thing out the way. Esau married an Egyptian woman. Thank you for saying that. That was Hadad. I believe he's thinking about Hadad that fled from, was in fear of David the king and Joab. But I believe Joab was David's uncle. They were relatives. They were kin. And it was Joab that went down and slaughtered the Edomite men and preserved the Edomite women. Why did they preserve the Edomite women? So they can pop them. That's why you have Israelites of different shades of brown, lighter brown, darker brown. And you're right. Hadad, the Pharaoh at that time, had Hadad marry the queen's sister. So they had, and it said they had at least one son. And I would say they had more than one son. Maybe more Edomites had sons and daughters with him. So guess what? Among them Hamites, the lighter Hamites, some of them are Edomites.
Even during the days of the Israelites, after they got out of Exodus, you see people who had an Egyptian father. you see that Moses married an Ethiopian. Right there in the Bible, there's the mixing, right? And it appears in Numbers 11 when Miriam and Aaron brought beef. Part of the reason was they didn't seem to like his black wife. I mean, when Miriam,
that snake said that they didn't seem to like his black wife. No. They didn't like her because she was of another nation. Moses was a so-called black man. Miriam, his sister, was a black woman. Was not she cursed with leprosy? When she was cursed with leprosy, what color do you turn when you cursed with leprosy? You turn white as snow. So what's the opposite of white as snow? Dark brown. Aaron was brown, Moses was brown, and Miriam was brown. So it had nothing to do with color. He's trying to imply that Moses and Miriam, they were all white people. And they're mad. What you doing marrying a black woman? We're white. Go to the account of Moses, the Most High showing Moses spiritual power by saying, put your hand in your bosom. He put his hand in his bosom, he pulls it out and it becomes white as snow. He puts his hand back in his bosom, pull it out, and it goes back to his normal flesh. Matter of fact, let's go to that. He said Numbers 11. I believe that's Numbers 12. That's the snake. This guy's the snake in the garden. He was the one that told Eve, you shall not surely die. Anybody that falls for this guy's nonsense, you're not playing with a full deck. So let's go to Numbers, and I'm gonna close it on that. Numbers 12. He said Numbers 11. Numbers 12 and 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. So he said, well, she was a black woman. He admits that that Ethiopians are black, Cushites. No, this woman was of another nation. And there was a reason behind that. This woman was of another nation. The nation around about Egypt, the Canaanites, they were all brown skinned. The only freak was the Edomites, excuse me. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. So Miriam was the one with the big mouth. Aaron was kind of following behind her. She was the oldest. So she figured, look, that woman, black woman, you know how she do. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And the Lord spakes suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye there three unto the tabernacle. So the Lord is saying, look, I deal with this man face to face. I don't give him a dream and he's got to figure it out. I deal with him face to face, excuse me. But because Miriam, which was a woman, was supposed to know her place, because she had such a big mouth, the Most High said, okay, I'll get you. I'm going to turn you into a white woman. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. Do you know, my dear boy, Vocab? Blondes do not have fun. blondes have more fun? No. If you were natural blonde, you have leprosy of the scalp. If your skin is white or pale, you have leprosy of the skin, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. Now, come to find, she was healed. Come to find out, she was a clean leper. She couldn't contaminate somebody. You had unclean lepers, and you had to put them out to camp, and they would go out for 7 days. They would come back, and they would check them to see if the leprosy went away. And then, clean leper, the leprosy will go away. But Esau is a clean leper. Let me do this. Leviticus 13, verse 30. Then the priest shall see the plague. It's a plague. She was cursed with a plague, Miriam. And behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, because you Edomites have no very little body in your hair. That's why it doesn't curl up like ours. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even a leprosy upon the head or the beard. Yellow, thin hair, blonde hair. Blondes do not have more fun. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.